Hello guys, welcome or welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Lisa back at you with yet another video. And in today's video we are going to be filming a full face using products that are 100 rands and below. And if you want to see how to achieve a beauty on a budget, then please keep on watching. Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe, and let us get right into the video. So to start off, I've already prepped the skin using this Witchazel and rose water from Nature's Nourishment, and I paired it up with a little bit of this tissue oil serum. And now let us get into the actual makeup. And for that, to prep the skin, because I've used all these moisturizing products underneath, I'm going to be going in with this Catrice Prime and Fine Primer, and I'm just going to use that and apply it all over my face as a primer, but just mainly focusing it on the areas that would normally produce oils. And as much as this is a mattifying primer, it actually has this nice sticky feeling and it leaves the skin looking a bit dewy, which I really love and appreciate. And now for foundation, I'm going to be going in with the Revlon Full Cover Colourstay foundation, and I am in the shade Caramel 425 Caramel, and I'm going to use that. I'm just going to open it and squirt it on the back of my hand like that. And because the formula is a bit mousse-like, I want to make it a bit runny, so I'm going to add a little bit of this rose oil and make it a little bit liquidy, because that's how I love my foundation. And now using my finger, I'm just going to use it to dab the foundation onto my skin. I love this foundation because it is like my perfect skin tone, like perfect skin tone. So if I want to wear foundation on its own and not have to like do all the other steps, this is the foundation that I reach for. And it's also just a very good foundation as well. And to blend that out, I'm going to be using this angled foundation brush from Miniso. You can use whichever brush you have. And I'm just going to spritz that a little bit with some setting spray. And then I'm just going to press the foundation into the skin. I'm starting off with one side of my face. And then once I'm done or I'm satisfied, I'm going to move on to the next, to the other side. Just in case you guys are wondering, yes, I did my brows off camera. And for my eyebrows, I used the Makeup Revolution eyebrow pencil, this one here. This is an absolute fave. I've been using this for some time now. You guys see what I mean when I say that this foundation is a perfect match. Like, it almost looks like my skin but better, if that makes sense. Next, I'm going to be going in with this Essence Camouflage Concealer, and this is in the shade 60 Golden Toffee, and I'm just going to use that to highlight the highest points of my face. I love this concealer very much. So I'm going to be placing it in all these areas. And a tad bit on my forehead. This concealer is really good, you guys, and it's inexpensive. I think it's about 60 rands at most right now, so you definitely need to try this. And while I wait for that to set on my face, I'm going to be going in with my all-time favorite, as per usual, the Makeup Revolution foundation stick, and I'm in the shade, or I use the shade F18 rather, and I use that to contour. But this time around, I'm not going to go in with the stick as it is. I'm just going to warm it up on the back of my hand, or rub the product on the back of my hand just like that. It's very dark, very dark. And then Using this contour brush, I'm going to pick up the product and place it onto my face. Starting with the hollows of my cheeks right there. Oh yes. This brush is fire. I've actually never used this brush before, ever since I bought it. A little bit on the forehead and right there. This brush is snatching me to the gods, and I haven't even blended as yet. So now I'm just going to use the same brush and just blend the product in, and I'm going in upwards motion, just like that. I'm gonna blend my forehead in as well, just a little bit. And then as I blend the forehead using the same brush, I'm just gonna go ahead and start blending out the highlighter as well, because I like blending these two simultaneously just so that they blend into each other and marry and give like a nice seamless finish to the skin. And now to blend the rest of my concealer, I'm going to be going in with this concealer brush, and I'm going to use that to blend out my concealer. Yes. And now I'm just going to switch to a beauty blender and press the product into the skin. Ouch. And the main reason why I put my concealer on my face just like that is just to give me that elongated, that Bella Hadid snatched type of face, which is trending at the moment. It's always been trending. Like, having a nice face has always been a trend, guys. Like, having a snatched face has always been a trend. It's just that not all of us can actually afford expensive surgery. And to contour my nose, I'm going to be going in with this brush over here, and the rest of the product on the back of my hand. I'm just going to dip the brush just like that, rub it in there, and then just draw two straight lines. Just okay, these lines are not so straight, but you know what? We move. And then going back in with that concealer brush, I'm going to use that to blend my nose contour, because I don't want it to be super duper defined. It's just a little bit, just to create a little bit of a shadow, just like that. To set my face, I'm going to be going in with this Catrice Glow, what is it called? It's the Glow Illusion loose powder, and I'm just going to use that to set my concealer and some of my face. And I'm going to pick that up using a beauty blender. Okay, that was a bit too much. I'm going to tip off the excess. And place that right underneath the eyes, just like that. And do a little bit of reverse contouring. I'm just going to be moving on to the eyes, and then I'm going to go back to finish up the rest of the face later. And to prep my eyes, I'm going to go in with the same concealer from Essence, and I'm going to use that to prime my eyelids. And then using my finger, I'm just going to press the product into the eyelid. I'm just grabbing that concealer brush just to further blend out the concealer or the eyeshadow primer. So I just quickly stepped off camera to just establish what the eye look for today was going to be like, and this is what I came up with. And to create this look, we are going to be using this Colors Limited eyeshadow palette, and this one is it has a nice array of colors. Okay, if I can get it to open, that would be great. This is what it looks like. And then I'm going to pick up this shade over here and use that as my transition shade. And to pick it up, I'm going to be using this all over eyeshadow brush. Everything is fine, right? So as per usual, I'm starting off by just placing the eyeshadow before I start blending, just to make sure that I get enough color payout. And I'm focusing the eyeshadow more into my crease and my outer V. I don't care too much for this part of like the center of the lid, because we're going to be going in with the shimmer shade right there. While we add it, I'm just going to grab that and just run this color on my lower lash line just to smoke it out. So I'm going to quickly switch onto a fluffier blending brush and use that to just blend out the eyeshadow right there, because in as much as I want it to be winged out, I don't want it to be too much of a cat eye. And now to cut the crease, I'm going to be going in with this flat brush right over here. You can use whichever flat brush you have on hand. And I'm going to be picking up a little bit of the Essence Golden Toffee primer. And then I'm just going to quickly run the brush on there, just like that. And then place it in the center of my lid. Open up my eyes and see where we are cutting the crease. And now to pick up the crease shades, I'm going to be going in with this flat brush over here. I'm starting off with the lighter one, and I'm just going to get as much product onto the brush as I can, just like that, and then place it in the inner corner of the eye. It doesn't have to be perfect or anything like that, unless if you want it to be perfect. And to intensify the eyeshadow, I'm just going to grab my finger, because I always feel like the fingers give out a bit more color payout. And just place the eyeshadow right above where I placed the previous one, but just using my finger this time around. And then now I'm going to be picking up this shimmer shade, the darker one, the darker shimmer shade, just using my fingers, and I'm going to place that on the outer corners and in the center of the eye. I'm putting it somewhat on top of the first one so that there's no line of demarcation between the two, and the colors just look nice and blended. And now to deepen up the inner corner, or the outer corner rather, I'm going to go back into the first shadow and just place that right there. Just to smoke out this area and give it that vibe. And now I'm just going to quickly step off camera to apply my lashes, and I'll be back to finish off the rest of the face. So to finish off the rest of the face, I'm just going to quickly go in with this Makeup Revolution Hyaluronic Fixing Spray to set my face before I go in with the blush and the highlighter. And using a beauty blender, I'm going to press the product into my skin just like that. And then for blush, I'm going to be using the Wet n Wild blush, and this one is in the shade Blazen variant. I'm going to be picking it up using this Real Techniques setting brush. Oh, that's a gorgeous color. I'm going to switch to this foundation brush because I feel like this is going to work better or work best for this type of application. Just like that. Oh, that's nice. That's very pigmented, hey? Just like that. And then for highlighter, I'm going to be using this Wet n Wild Mega Glow highlighter, and this is in the shade Golden Glow. Oh, sorry, it's actually Goddess Glow. And this is a liquid highlighter, but I'm not going to use the wand. I'm just going to place it on the back of my hand like that, and then using a little bit of facial oil, just mix the two together. Just one drop is enough. And then I'm going to go in with my finger and just press it in before I take it onto my face. Woohoo! This is a glow like. I'm going to use a beauty blender to just press the product into the skin, just like that. Okay, this liquid highlighter actually sets really quick, so you have to pace yourself, because I'm seeing that it's actually drying way faster than I expected it to, even though I did add a little bit of oil to it. And finally, for a little bit of blush again, I'm going to go in with this Mega Glow highlighter, and this is in the shade Precious Petals. And I just want to add this on my nose and right on top there, just like that. And finally, for the lips, we're going to be pairing up these two colors. One is from Rimmel, and it is a nude shade, which looks like this. And the other one is from Makeup Revolution, and it's like a purple kind of tone. So we're going to be pairing up these two shades together just to create an ombre look. I'm going to go in with this one from Makeup Revolution first. I'm not going to be lining my lips, so I'm just going to go straight in with the lipstick. And now for the center of the lips, we're going to be going in with the nude shade from Rimmel. All these products will be listed in the description box below, so you don't have to worry about names and stuff like that. And then, my beautiful people, brings us to the end of today's look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please just do comment down below if you've tried any of the products that I used in today's video, or if maybe you are going to be picking up some of these products to create your beauty on a budget. All the prices and the products will be listed in the description box, so be sure to check it out. And with that said, stay blessed and stay beautiful. Bye.